Shalom Avracha from Yerushalayim, Ir HaKodesh. We are privileged this evening to study together the Haftarah of Parshat Ekev, the prophetic reading connected to this week's Torah section of Ekev, which is taken from the book of Isaiah. I explained last week that the 7 Shabbatot that follow Tisha B'Av, from Shabbat Nahamu all the way till Rosh Hashanah, all of the readings are taken from the book of Isaiah. This week we studied together parts of chapter 49 and 50 and a few verses in chapter 51 also of the book of Yeshayahu. I'd like to focus on the beginning sentence, one of the beginning sentences of the Haftarah. Those people following in the text, it's chapter 49, verse 18. One of the opening sentences of our Haftarah, I believe it's the 5th sentence of the Haftarah, wherein we are told in all of these prophecies about the glorious future of Eretz Yisrael, the glorious future of Yerushalayim. As I said before, we're learning here together in Eretz Yisrael, in Yerushalayim. It's so beautiful and so moving to get a sense of the flavor of the futuristic Jerusalem, living here in Jerusalem. And what are the themes of the Haftarah of this Shabbat? Similar to many of the themes of all of the 7 special Haftarot from Isaiah read after Tisha B'Av, have something to do with the consolation of Jerusalem, the rebuilding of Jerusalem, the ingathering of the exiles, the greatness of the Israel and Jerusalem to be. Sentence 18 of chapter 49 fascinates me because it begins with some kind of directive to pick up your eyes. Isaiah, speaking prophetically in the name of God, says, Si'i saviv einayich. Raise your eyes and look all around. Si'i saviv einayich uri'i. Raise up your eyes and look all around and see. And you'll see the children coming back to Eretz Yisrael, coming back to Yerushalayim. So what does that mean? Si'i saviv einayich. What do you have to pick up? You can't see without picking up your eyes? I mean, if you have hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, I hope tens of thousands, you have to pick up your eyes to see it. I believe that this expression about si'i, sa'inayim, to raise your eyes means you have to make a deliberate effort to see it. I think that's a biblical rule of explaining the concept of raising one's eyes. Remember when Abraham was sitting by the tent, by the opening of the tent, and he raises his eyes and he sees the three guests. I often have suggested that maybe if we were sitting there, we wouldn't see anything. If we were sitting by the opening of the tent, 3 people, I don't see anything. But if you're really looking, Abraham was our teacher for seeking opportunities of hospitality. He saw it. But why did he see it? Vayisa einav vayar. He raised his eyes and he really looked at it. Oh, there's an opportunity, and then he starts running. I would like to suggest that sentence 18 is teaching us that it's not going to be so self-evident to see the ingathering of the exiles. In other words, it could be that we will be living, as I hope we are right now, living through that experience about all of them gathering from all over the world. Just look at it in sentence 18, it's so beautiful, right? Si'i saviv einayich uri'i kulam nikbetzu ba'ulach. You'll see all of them gathering. They're all there. They've been all gathered from all over. So why do you have to pick up your eyes and look all around? You have to pick up your eyes and appreciate that which is happening right in front of your eyes. Otherwise, you could be blinded to it. Otherwise, you could see Israel, you could see Jerusalem as a nice Jewish community. There are many Jewish communities in the world. Right? Many places where Jews live. Jerusalem is very nice. But do you understand what's going on? Do you understand the implication of the fact that you could stand at Ben Gurion Airport and see arrival, the list of arrivals and where they're coming from? Do you know from how many different countries Jews have arrived in Eretz Israel? Almost every country in the world. Do you understand what that means? Well, maybe not, because maybe you have to pick up your eyes. Maybe when you're standing at the arrival gates there in Ben Gurion, pick up your eyes and read it. Even if you're not waiting for a flight, it's worth going to the airport just to see the list of arrivals, and dance your way to the airport with the book of Isaiah. Go study the Haftarah. I mean, I love Yerushalayim. We study here in Yerushalayim, but wouldn't it be nice, maybe at some point to go and have the Haftarah study class in the middle of Ben Gurion Airport? Wow! Just look who's arriving! Look where they're coming from! See, Saviv Einayich Kulam! Nick Pitsubo! Look, wow! I can't believe it! From the north, from the south, from the east, from the west, from this country, from that country, from this background, from that background, they're all there! But do we see it? So we don't always see it. And I think that's what it means here. And that's the way I read the Haftarah. And of course, it's easier to read it than to practice it. I can read it, but I think that's what we're supposed to do. When we walk the streets here of Yerushalayim, and we see people, we see Jews and Jewesses from all backgrounds, from all countries. Instead of just walking by and treating them, God forbid, as some extras, which just take up space in the background of what we're trying to do. Do you see that? You know where that man is coming from? Wow, he's from Kurdistan. I mean, and she's from Poland, and he's from Hungary, and he's from England, and that was from Czechoslovakia, and that was from Italy. And do you understand what's going on? And we have neighbors. This one is from Yemen, and the other one is from Romania. Kulam nikbitzu ba'ulach. Do we understand? Do we appreciate? Do we appreciate that which is happening? And the second part of the sentence is also very, very beautiful. And I go back to the text. Chayani ne'um Hashem. Chayani is one of the biblical expressions for I swear. I swear, says God. Why does God have to swear? Don't we believe in the word of God without swearing? Maybe a very, very strong, definitive term of that which God is going to carry out. Maybe it's nothing will change. This will absolutely take place. We have a tradition based on the teachings of Maimonides that certain prophecies of doom will not necessarily happen. That prophecies of negativity, prophecies of doom are conditional. If we don't change the proper pathways, then there will be certain levels of punishment. But if we do, if we reach levels of righteousness, then it won't happen. But these prophecies of everyone coming back to Eretz Israel and everyone joining together in Yerushalayim, Chayani, I swear, says God, Ki kulam ka'adi tilbashi u'tikasherim kakala. Kulam ka'adi tilbashi. You will adorn yourself with all of them as a person who puts on jewelry. Adi is some form of ornament, some form of jewelry. Utikasherim, and you will adorn yourself with them as a bride putting on, all of the beautiful accessories to enhance her beauty. The word that I would like to emphasize in this sentence is, not only will some of them adorn you, not only will some of them be sources of beauty and sources of adornment, but take note of the fact that twice in the sentence he uses the word kulam. You see it? See, Saviv Einayich kulam. All of them are gathering to you. And then it says, for all of them will be sources of ornament. And perhaps the meaning is that to some of us, we could choose. We could choose and select. We could choose and select. We can point to certain people and say, this person, this is a quality person. This person, wow, we're so proud that this person is in Eretz Yisrael. We're so proud that this person is in Yerushalayim. We're so proud that this person made Aliyah. We will adorn ourselves with this. This person has such a background. This person is is so pious. This person is so scholarly. This person, they really can contribute. This person is so creative. This person is so imaginative. We're so proud of the fact that they're in Eretz Yisrael. And the other one, well, I mean, they're marginal. I mean, it wouldn't really make much of a difference to us if they were here or they weren't here, because we're not proud of their presence here in Israel. I would like to say that the way you have to read this sentence is Ki kulam ka'adi tilbashi. Every single person who comes here, every single person who is gathered back to Eretz Yisrael, gathered back to Yerushalayim, each one is a new source of blessing. Each one is a new source of beauty. Each one is a new source of the manifestation of the glory of God. When we meet people here in Eretz Yisrael, all people are significant, all over the world. But when you meet new people who have arrived here in Eretz Yisrael, who have been gathered from different parts of the world, maybe we should walk and talk, and maybe we should perceive of each of them the way Isaiah did. Pick up your eyes and look all around, and take each one of them as another form of beautiful jewelry. Wow, I just got a new diamond bracelet. I've just gotten a new ring. I've just gotten a new necklace. Look who's here. Wow. You know what kind of spiritual ornament that new person is? You know that person's personality is unparalleled? There's nobody else in the world who thinks exactly like him. There's nobody in the world who thinks exactly like her. And she's going to contribute. He's going to contribute to the building of Eretz Yisrael and to the building of Yerushalayim. May we all learn how to pick up our eyes and look all around at this very table. There are people here from so many different parts of the world, and we hope that each of us will be able to see the beauty and the glory of each of those people who are being gathered. Thank you so much for listening. Shalom.